Candles have long been cherished for their ability to create a soothing atmosphere, fill a room with pleasant scents, and provide a soft, ambient light. Whether you're looking to add a personal touch to your home decor or you want to create thoughtful, handmade gifts, making your own candles is an easy and rewarding craft that anyone can enjoy. The process of candle making allows you to experiment with different scents, colors, and shapes, making it a versatile and enjoyable activity. In this article, we will guide you through the simple steps to make your own DIY candles at home using basic supplies. The key ingredients in making candles are wax, a wick, fragrance, and coloring, if desired. The first decision you'll need to make is which type of wax to use. The most common types of wax for DIY candle making include paraffin wax, soy wax, beeswax, and palm wax. Each has its unique properties and advantages. Soy wax is a popular choice due to its natural composition, clean burn, and ability to hold fragrance well. Beeswax, while more expensive, is a natural wax that burns slowly and produces a sweet, natural scent. Paraffin wax is the most commonly used wax in commercial candles, known for its affordability and wide availability. Palm wax is another natural alternative that has a distinctive crystalline texture when cooled. Once you've chosen your wax, the next step is to prepare your workspace. Since candle making involves melting wax, it's important to work in a well-ventilated area and to protect your surfaces with newspaper or old towels, as wax can be difficult to remove if spilled. Gather your supplies, which will include a double boiler or microwave-safe container, a thermometer, a stirring utensil, wicks, molds or containers, such as mason jars or glass containers, and any optional additives like essential oils for fragrance or dye chips for color. The first step in the candle making process is to melt the wax. If you're using a double boiler, fill the bottom pot with water and place the wax in the top pot. Heat the water to a simmer, allowing the wax to melt slowly. If you're using a microwave, place the wax in a microwave-safe container and heat it in 30-second intervals, stirring in between until it is fully melted. Make sure the wax temperature stays below 185 degrees Fahrenheit to avoid overheating it. Use a thermometer to keep track of the temperature, as excessive heat can degrade the quality of the wax. Once your wax is melted, it's time to add fragrance and color if desired. Adding fragrance is a simple step, but it's important to measure the amount carefully, as too much fragrance oil can affect how the candle burns. A general guideline is to add about 1 ounce of fragrance oil per pound of wax. Stir the fragrance into the melted wax for about 30 seconds, ensuring it is evenly distributed. If you'd like to add color, you can use candle dye chips or liquid dye. The amount of dye needed will vary depending on the intensity of color you desire. Add the dye to the melted wax and stir thoroughly until the color is evenly dispersed. Now it's time to prepare your container or mold. If you're using a jar or container, secure the wick to the bottom using a wick sticker or a small amount of melted wax. Make sure the wick is centered, as this will ensure an even burn when the candle is lit. If you're using a mold, you can either secure the wick in place by pouring a small amount of melted wax into the mold and letting it harden, or by attaching the wick to a wick holder or stabilizer. Once the wick is in place, carefully pour the melted wax into your mold or container. Be sure to pour slowly and steadily to avoid air bubbles, which can create unsightly imperfections in the finished candle. Leave a small gap at the top of the container to allow room for the wax to expand as it cools. After the wax has been poured, allow the candle to cool completely. This may take several hours, depending on the size of the candle and the type of wax used. To avoid cracking, it's best to let the candle cool at room temperature. Once the candle has cooled and hardened, trim the wick to about 1/2 inch above the surface of the candle. This ensures that the wick is the correct length for lighting and helps prevent soot buildup. Your DIY candle is now ready to use. Light it, enjoy the fragrance, and appreciate the fact that you created something beautiful with your own hands. One of the joys of making your own candles is the ability to personalize them in endless ways. You can experiment with different fragrance combinations like lavender and vanilla for a calming effect, or citrus and mint for an energizing atmosphere. For a more festive touch, try adding dried flowers, herbs, or glitter to the wax before it hardens. You can also create candles in various shapes and sizes, such as tea lights, pillar candles, or even decorative shaped candles. The possibilities are endless, limited only by your creativity. Making DIY candles is not only a fun and satisfying activity, but also a wonderful way to reduce your reliance on store-bought candles, which often contain synthetic fragrances and chemicals. By using natural waxes and essential oils, you can create healthier, eco-friendly candles that are safer for both you and the environment. It's also a great way to gift something unique and meaningful to friends and family. In conclusion, candle making is a rewarding and enjoyable craft that allows you to create beautiful, personalized candles for your home. Whether you're looking to make a calming candle for relaxation, a fragrant candle for ambiance, or a creative gift, the process is simple and affordable. With a few basic supplies, a little time, and a bit of creativity, you can create candles that add warmth and charm to any space. Start making your own DIY candles today, and you'll soon be enjoying the soothing light and pleasant scents you've created yourself.